Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I am in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, you know what day it is. That's right. It is Sunday, fun day. And it's going to be a real fun day because it's time for a house party. And of course, we've been giving you guys that work this past week because that's exactly what we do, whether it be Monday on Window Liquors, Wednesday when it comes to the Raw deal with House and O'Neill. We even got a smoke sesh going. Grun's doing his thing in his room. And then, of course, the ECW watch along ECW Hardcore television on Fridays. But Sundays, we just like to chill, have some fun, take a nap, watch some wrestling, do our thing, watch some football. It's Sunday, y'all, so we're just going to vibe with the fellas, and that's what I'm about to do because I got to bring in my great team that make this a 5-star podcast on Apple Podcasts. Also, thanks to you guys out there in the household for making that possible as well. But it wouldn't be a thing without my great team, and I got to bring them in. And, of course, my man over on Fridays, he stays in his room doing his thing. And you can hear him on Monday as well on Window Liquors. That is the Grunmeister. He's back here at In Your House. What is up, brother man?
What is up? I mean, it's a Sunday. I got the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, playing against the Dallas Cowboys. For the love of God, wipe the fucking floor with those Cowboys, please.
Yes, man. I love to hear it. I love the passion, man. I love the passion. We're going to talk about it. We got a lot to talk about because we got a big house party that's going to be going down on the 30th. That's going to be awesome. And we're going to talk a lot about that in this episode, Grun. And one thing we're going to be doing is having a lot of games there at the house party, and we're going to have our game master who will be there at the house party. And of course, he's here right here for the Sunday house party. You can hear him on Mondays when he's doing his thing, also on Window Liquors, but also you could hear him on Friday for the ECW watch along, ECW Hardcore TV. That is the voice, Josh Joseph. What is up, man?
How goes it, house? How goes it, household? My friends, your friends, Grun's friends, any Chaos Goblins out there? We're glad you're here, and get ready for some fun. This pre-show was fun, so this should be fun. That's how it maths, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. The maths in that way for sure.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yes, man. We talk about having some fun. We can't have fun without our man, our producer of the show, doing his thing. He curates a whole lot of chaos. He's been curating a whole lot with this house party. And this man has been basically, should be dubbed the master of ceremonies for this entire thing, the way he's been working around this thing for sure. It's always smoky in High Philadelphia. You heard him on the notorious Kokomo Press podcast. That is Hypocrisy Jones. What is up, brother man?
What up, household? What up to all my melanated and non-melanated people out there? Yo, if you got it, smoke it because we got 4 years to get through.
Hey, I was doing it before, bro. I'll do it during. and I'll do it after. So ain't no thing but a chicken wing, and ain't nothing gonna change with me. So that's one big thing. But man, I can say that there is change. We are doing out there and doing our thing and trying to leave a little mark on our community, society, and whatnot. And that's one of the whole reasons that we put together this big house party. It is going to be amazing. Right there, you see the flyer. I mean, guys, the stuff that we are throwing together, seriously, pop out for real. You need, if you even like wrestling a little bit, pop the fuck out, because this is going to be a movie for real. I mean, games, prizes, the music is about to be crazy. We're going to have bands fucking covering wrestling themes. That's gonna be awesome as fuck. Come in costume, be you. This is a whole vibe, y'all. Like, it's called Geek Street for a reason. Come and be your true self. Let's have fun together. Let's do our things, bro. We got some great prizes coming to y'all with some great donating sponsors. We've got household photography coming through. AWR, Kim the chemist, she's popping off. She's gonna be doing some stuff and giving away. This is a whole big old thing brought to you by In Your House, the In Your House Podcast Network, Outhouse Records out there in the Kokomo Press, who does a lot for their community out there in Kokomo. We're popping out. We're coming out. We're showing myself, Hypocrisy Jones, the voice, Josh Joseph, Divinely Designed, Danny O'Neill, the Chaos Goblin himself, Kevin Calloway. We will all be there giving you guys our live predictions for this massive house party. We're saving our predictions for Survivor Series for this very episode. Not a peep, not a word out of me, nothing until that very episode. So come join us. It's our first ever live podcast. Hype, you've been doing a lot of great work putting this together, man. This is going to be crazy.
Yo, it is about to be crazy. Yo, first let me shout out Big Raj in the chat. Yo, thank you for coming to the house party. We appreciate you, yo. We're still trying to figure out why
we got to link the account.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we just got to link it.
We'll fix that. We'll fix that or whatever. But as you guys comment today, make sure you comment who you are so we can give you proper shout outs for that, bro.
For sure.
We've been working really hard on this house party, bro. Like Khan said, there's going to be live music. There's going to be independent wrestlers. There's going to be wrestling costume contests. So come in character. You don't necessarily have to be yourself, like Khan said, because if you're coming as somebody else, be them. It's okay. But we have so much, man. I've been taking this week gathering up prizes, and bro, we got some big prizes. I think we're gonna share one of the big prizes today. We're gonna let you guys know one of these big prizes that we'll be raffling off at the house party, bro. As well as when we do our live podcast there, bro. It's about to be a ball, an absolute ball. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, it's going to be huge, man. It's going to be massive. I'm super excited. I'm going to be off and on my merry little way to collect some things for this party. So that's how y'all just going to have to wait. Oh, y'all going to have to wait out there in the household, because I'm putting some things together myself for you guys out there in the household, some great prizes. And man, I am super excited. Like Hype said, we are going to be giving away what our massive, one of our bigger prizes is going to be. That'll be a little bit later on. And then on the second,
you don't want to tell them now? We could tell them now. I'm just saying.
Oh, you want to tell them right now?
We can tell them right now what they have to look forward to at this house party, because we have some big stuff coming, bro. Big stuff coming. And one of those big things that we'll be raffling off at this house party is from a man that envelops or invokes three words when you think of him: intensity, integrity, and intelligence, bro.
Yes.
And straight from Kurt Angle himself. Awesome. we have a Funko Pop autograph by Kurt Angle that we will be raffling off during this house party. So that's one of our bigger prizes. It's one of our most exciting prizes, and
Yes,
it could be
yes.
yours. And all you got to do is come to Outhouse Records on November 30th in Kokomo, Indiana, and come join this house party. It's $5 to get in. That $5 will get you a raffle for a chance to win this Kurt Angle Funko Pop, and we'll probably have some opportunities to purchase some more raffles, purchase additional raffles if you'd like, extra chances to win this, as well as some of the other prizes that we have. Some of the other prizes that we have going on are potential photo shoots for yourself, or if you're trying to get cleaned up during this holiday season, bro, we got you covered. We got Brent the Barber. He's donating a couple cuts in Kokomo, Indiana, as well as my lovely and beautiful wife, Kim the Chemist. She'll be donating some sort of service, hair service. So yo, come through, be on the lookout for all this stuff.
Yeah, man,
It's gonna
for
be
sure.
blast.
It's gonna be super exciting, man. We got our game master voice. He's gonna be just making sure everything goes right throughout the night. What you got, man? Well, you got any plans for these people already, or what you got?
You know what?
Or you don't gotta give away too much.
Yeah, I'm not going to give away too much, but I will say I am excited for one specific game that we're going to be doing, and we're taking a lot of the internet shows and we're bringing it into one game, and it's going to be basically like a truth or dab thing with wrestling trivia. So therefore, you can either wager that you're going to get it right, but if you get it wrong, there's going to be some of the hottest hot sauces going on that tongue. Because, well, you can't be wrong in front of In Your House when it comes to wrestling. You got to be right. But we got some prizes that are going out for that. We also just got some fun planned for you guys. Like everybody said,
Absolutely.
This event is about you guys and the celebration of what we've built together. Like this is going to be something that people are going to talk about and demand in your town, because In Your House, our network is getting so much bigger. And if you love what we do during the week, you're going to love what we're going to do live. And you're going to feel it. It's going to be a moment. So come be a part of it. And, let's make fun of Jones live together.
Wait,
what?
What?
Oh,
You're gonna make fun of me?
Yeah.
This is your heel turn?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Getting the story.
Look,
out.
man. Yeah, you're coming to my neck of the woods, bro. Like you're coming to my hood.
I know.
It's gonna be like
You're
John Cena stepping in ECW.
You're literally coming to my hood, bro.
There.
Yo, thank you,
You're going
Roger. I
down.
appreciate you. I
Raj,
appreciate you
big
having my
Raj.
back, yo. Hey,
To answer,
unfortunately,
I assume-
Con won't be
Yes.
there at Emerge that night.
Nope.
Obviously
I will be here at this house party, most definitely. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a vibe. I will be back in Emerge in January. That's the plan. But yeah, I this is a huge event. Most definitely have to be here for this. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a vibe and a blast.
Paragon will be
Definitely
at
pull up.
Emerge.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's gonna be there
Paragon
doing
will
his thing.
Yeah. So
Yo,
IYH will be there.
Yeah, let's shout out all the wrestling that's going on that weekend and wrestling related things that's going on that weekend. Not only are we having the house party on November 30th, but of course, Emerge Wrestling will be going on in Columbus, Indiana. So big shout out to that. And if you can't make it to the house party, I mean, you're kind of lame, but that's okay. You can make up for yourself by going to either Emerge down in Columbus, Indiana,
Check him out.
or checking out House of Heat up in Lafayette, Indiana.
Most definitely great promotion,
bro. Yeah, we got bro. House of Heat came through with some prize donations, and let me tell you, let me tell you, bro. Yo, if you are a fan of the hardcore violence, and if you're a fan of the watch-alongs that Con and Voice do, bro, you will want to be there for these prizes that we have to raffle off, bro. You will want to be there. I don't want to give up too much because I'm gonna let the educator of Extreme announce those ones later on.
Ooh.
But bro.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. I'm super excited for this. I was even thinking,
Fuck yeah.
obviously, that's awesome. Yeah, Rod, you are
Yeah.
out here, bro. We love you, bro. We love you, bro. All your
Absolutely.
support is awesome. But yeah, man, I'm thinking we're gonna do our predictions, obviously, for the live podcast. But also, I was thinking of maybe doing a "That's True, That Might Be True, That's Ridiculous" live in front of the household.
I love it.
I like that.
Oh, that's
I like
something
that.
that's gonna hit hard because
I think
it
so,
does
too.
in the chat. I mean, we get a large response in the chat from that. So a live audience, yeah, and we won't have the distraction of Grun's beautiful blue eyes, you know. So
Yeah.
we'll be
Those
able to
are
answer-
distracting. They are
They
He'll
distracting.
be there in
Mes-
spirit.
He
Mesmer,
will.
He'll be there in spirit.
100% will be there in spirit. 100%. He's IYH through and through. And man, of course, he's our guy on Fridays doing his thing over there in his room, talking some SmackDown. But man, I got to throw it to you real quick, Grun, because we're going to continue. We're going to mix in the house party as we talk a little bit. But what do we got going on in wrestling this week, man? We got to throw in what's in the mix, man, because on the second half of the episode, we're going to talk some SmackDown, and we're going to welcome on a guest onto the show for the second half. But what do we got, bro? What's moving in wrestling right now?
Well, I guess the biggest thing moving in wrestling right now is WWE are finally introducing a mid-card title, the WWE Women's United States Championship is being introduced. Now, SmackDown is the ones that produced it. I don't think it's been made clear as to whether this is strictly for SmackDown or if we're going back into an era where titles float between brands.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alundra Blaze has gone to social media to respond to someone suggesting Alundra should be the one to present the title. She has said that she's down for it. She's down to present the title. As well as we now have two camps of fans online. One camp saying Charlotte Flair should return and win the title. The other camp saying that Chelsea Green should be the one to win the title.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Let me. Okay. Wow. Charlotte Flair or Chelsea. Okay. So first of all, we're just trying to work through it in my mind here. First thought is, I'd rather be Chelsea Green. I love Chelsea Green's work. I think she does amazing work on the mid card, and everything she does matters. And I think you put a title on her and make her the representation of America. She's going to wear that. She's going to be over the top with it, most definitely.
She's also Canadian.
She is also Canadian.
We need to remind people she's Canadian.
Yes, she is Canadian,
and that Canadian.
That could work towards her. That could work towards her being a heel. You know, that's good stuff. But like on the other side of things, Charlotte Flair, of course, we know anytime Charlotte Flair comes in, she represents the title picture. She represents the title scene. So, of course, you want to put the title on somebody prestigious the first time you put it on somebody. So I get that line of thinking. But for me, I just think that Chelsea Green is the one that's doing awesome work on the mid card. She's there every single week. And once again, she doesn't care. And like her attitude about it is so good. Like she doesn't care if she's going up or if she's going down as far as the decision. Only thing she cares about is making people care. And I think she should be rewarded for that. She's doing great work.
I'm not mad at
That's a
that.
fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I throw a couple other names in there?
Sure.
Let's hear it.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Jakara Jackson or Legend win this first. I'm all for Charlotte Flair coming back. Because we talked about a little bit about this in the pre-show or our pre-show. I miss her. I miss her presence in that women's roster. I think her presence will do nothing short of just enhance that roster more.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing her back. I don't necessarily want to see her back in the mid-card scene. I love the choice of Chelsea Green as well. I think that is great. But again, we're talking a Canadian. I don't know if look, I'm all about America. All I want to do is make America great. I think our own people should hold our own title. Maybe I'm wrong for that.
Well, let's acknowledge that the United States title for the men has been held by Canadians and foreigners.
But
I know this.
The
first United States. So what do we think about Naomi?
It can't be the first.
See, now
Naomi
we're
is
talking.
There we go. Okay.
Now we're talking. Even a Facebook user pulled up Asuka.
Oscar.
Bring Asuka back.
That was,
I
that was
understand
OG
where
Tony.
she's from. I get that. Yeah. But it's Asuka.
OG Tony. Okay,
She
who
surpasses
gave us Mia Yim? Was that also OG?
That was also OG.
Okay, Mia Yim, but I don't know. I want okay. Voice Naomi, talk to me.
Okay, so what's left to say about Naomi but give her a title? She's put in the work. She's done all that. We've talked about it many, many weeks. Like, if you're going to give somebody, like, you're going to reward somebody putting in the work, I do believe Naomi needs to be first in line for that, because you have to also factor in the year I believe it was a little over a year she was out, maybe 2.
Roughly
Yeah,
it was a year and a half
after the walkout.
Yeah, it wasn't very long, but she still worked her ass off to get back to the position she's at. And right now, today, it's like she never left. It's like you almost forget about the time she was gone, because she's already in major storyline. She's injecting herself into these things. And it's not just well, why is she there? You understand why she's there. And honestly, I love it. I think that's where we should go. Naomi would be my pick to give that first title to.
I love that.
Yeah. I like
The big
here's
three
the thing.
having titles.
Yep, all the big three having the titles, and plus, can you imagine like the gear Naomi would put together, like the USA gear she would put together? It'd be sick. Like, come on, bro, quit playing with me. It would be amazing to see her in like the red, white, and blue gear. It would just be a good look. She would carry herself like the champion of America, and I think I would appreciate that about Naomi. As the first ever women's United States champion. Yeah, I'm 100% not against Chelsea. If Chelsea gets it, I'll still be happy. Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
but like I'm talking like me, myself, and Voice. Like Voice is talking me into Naomi. Honestly,
I really think she does. Yeah, she does have that coming up. And I like what you're saying there, Roger. But like, Naomi's already been chasing, so like, I know that we got her there, and that we have seen in the past couple things, like once they get that title, that chase is gone, all that stuff. But Naomi carries a different type of energy with her, to where she can carry that momentum for a good decent title run for that first run. Maybe 4 months, maybe 6 months. It doesn't have to be huge, but in that time that she does have it, she's going to make an impact with it. And that's what you want for that first title run. You want somebody who's going to make it meaningful. And I just think Naomi has proven herself time and time again that she herself is meaningful. So put a title on that. That's just double meaning.
Yeah,
I don't know if that math, but it did in this.
The math was mathing, bro. It was some Steiner math, but it was still mathing. but man, I gotta say, I love the idea of a women's United States Championship match. I saw the title, and the first thing that came to my mind was, oh, that's a good looking title. And then the next thing that came to my mind was, it's literally the same title as the men's title. But here's the difference, though. The way the title looks with the white strap, it pops more on that United States champion. It's just a good looking title with the colors right. Just looks good, and I'm excited to see the first women competitor to be the first ever women's United States championship, champion. The way that GM Nick Aldis presented it on the show. We'll talk more about that as we dig into SmackDown a little bit later on the show with our guest. It felt like it mattered, and I think more than anything else, that's what we want. Everything, every little thing, no wasted motion on a show. Everything should matter, and the way that was presented was chef's kiss, and I'm excited for whatever they do to determine this historic women's champion. Yeah. They did not mess up one bit on this one.
No.
So are we expecting a women's intercontinental this coming Monday? Is that
That's a great question. That is
I
an
think that's-
excellent question.
I think that's just going to depend back to what I was saying is the Women's United States title strictly SmackDown, or is it floating in between
Cross brands,
shows?
right?
Yeah.
Right.
If it's
Well-
strictly SmackDown, then I think Women's Intercontinental title is not out of the question.
But I think that, yeah, you're right. Because it gives you that separation, but still important for
Mhm.
that brand. So yeah, I really think they should. Once Jones said that, like, it would make more sense to have another title for the women's over on Raw. Like,
Mhm.
Well, I think that's speculation that I saw right off the bat is that people were expecting both. We're going to have United States champion and Intercontinental Women's Championship coming very soon, and which is so smart. Let me tell you first, it's so smart. I think it's been something that we've been asking for a very long time.
we've talked about it.
Yeah. Better late than never. Never late is always better. I'm just happy we have it right now.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I just want to add in, if they do confine the Women's United States Championship to SmackDown, I could definitely see Adam Pearce being like, hey, you guys can do that. We could do it better. Like, getting competitive.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know what? You guys want to do something like a Women's United States Championship? You know what? We're coming with the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and it's going to be booked better than yours. And yes, man, like, they're both competitive guys. So I think
That's a good question.
That's
a very good question.
Yeah.
Is this the
It
right
is.
time for new titles with Raw being down to 2 hours? Should this have waited until Netflix still?
Well, I mean, Raw's going 2-3 hours when they go back.
It's going to go
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
So-
it's going to go back to 3 hours. I think the timing is right. I think you want the title to be established before you go into the Netflix deal, I believe.
I don't want to lie. I like these 2-hour Raws. They're great.
I'm starting to teeter.
Rhea's
I'm
a
teetering,
villain.
bro. Like, seriously, I'm teetering. I like the 2-hour Raws because I'm done with them like quick, but then it's like I'm left wanting like so much more, you know, like, and that's where I'm teetering. Like, I like just watching it for 2 hours because that third hour. Now, I'm not saying it drags on, but like I get tired. Like, that's a me thing. I'm old, but I like the 3 hours because it's like nobody misses a show. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is that thing?
Oh, my bad. You know what I'm doing.
You're gaming
Is that
again.
a demon?
Well, actually, his name is Baji. I'm fighting him right now, but like, I had to take some demons out of him. You know, Voice knows what I'm talking about.
This is crazy business.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll go with you, man.
Yeah.
So we're back to get. All right, cool. That is fine. But man, I gotta say,
I
gotta
like 2
say
hours
this.
too.
Yeah, I gotta say this. I'm teetering.
Yeah.
I'm really teetering because like I do miss it, man. And I know we're gonna get SmackDown. That's gonna be going 2-3 hours starting in January, and that's going to be great. Man, it's gonna be an epic time for real. We've got this house party that is gonna be popping.
You should,
I'm
Roger.
excited. Yeah, it looks like it's a great game. I actually been playing Hades myself. That's what I've been playing on my Steam Deck. It's been fun. It's been a vibe. I was playing a little bit at work yesterday, not even gonna lie. Like, it's a good game. So like,
I was surprised you didn't come in playing it with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I will
I wanna
definitely
see
plug
this.
in at some point. It's a great game, and I'd definitely like to share it with y'all. So we'll get that going. But guys, we got to talk some SmackDown. We've got to make sure that we are ready and raring to go. I know I'm ready and raring to go as well as you guys. And guys, we're gonna have a guest. We're gonna have a guest that's going to come on, and we're gonna talk a little bit of SmackDown with him, and that is gonna be on the other side of this commercial break.
Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it. We will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop.
Hello, everyone. It's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Hey guys, it's your boy the Director, Con House of In Your House, and I'm here to let you know about a small business that produces beard products and also supports small stage, independent, professional wrestling stars. It's called Ring Master Beard Company. Try one of their several scents, beard oils, balms, or mustache wax, and keep your beard looking and feeling sweet. Purchase your favorite wrestlers or personalities' personalized scent, and they receive a portion of each sale. And with that being said, don't forget to pick up a bottle of the Director in Alacon House Special. Your boy, a blend of eucalyptus, mint, and tea tree oil. Have your beard feeling fresh. Have your beard feeling smooth, just like your boy, the Director. Follow Ringmaster Beard Company on Twitter and Instagram at Ringmaster Beard, or on their Facebook page, and that is Ringmaster Beard Company. Check it out. Get your beard cream. Hit your beard with that. Because sometimes being a master in the ring means mastering your beard. Hey guys, welcome back to In Your House. It's the Sunday house party, man, and it is a vibe. You already know the vibes. When we are here, we are having fun talking about some wrestling for sure. And man, a lot of things going down in wrestling. My man is over here playing this game. He's been playing it. How long have you been playing this game? Like, it's literally the only game I've been seeing you play, bro. It's crazy work.
It's like a month. Like I really
It has been like a month.
In this. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm not good with my ADHD works a little bit differently than everybody else's. Like, I have to beat this before I can play anything else. Okay,
I get it.
And like, so I beat this, but now I'm playing it in the advanced, in like the new game plus version. And I'm petty because I started playing this with my son, right?
Yeah.
And we started playing this together, and like he would talk shit about me at first because I wasn't doing very well. I wasn't picking up on this game very well, and he had to help me with a couple things, right? But then I ended up picking it up because like I'm about that life, and I beat the game. I beat it before him, and now to put some icing on that cake, I'm trying to beat it a second time before he beats it a first time.
Okay,
Wow.
I got you. All
Wow.
right. Little father-son competitive spirit, and we
Love
love
it.
it. We love it. It's a vibe. Like I said, I've been playing Hades, and that has been great, man. But man, we talk about games, we talk about gaming. You know, I was kicking it. I worked a 12-hour shift yesterday at work. Then came home and I just kicked it with the family. I just hung out and spent time with them. And you guys know my son, you know, Elijah Wan. You know, he was out there. He was playing some WWE 2K, and like he's just over here making random characters and stuff and putting them together. And all of a sudden, he puts together this big old this husky dude, like big husky dude, 7 foot tall husky dude that just floats around the ring like Bam Bam Bigelow or some shit. Like, and I was like, "What's that dude's name?" He was like, "His name is Big Back Jones." And I'm like, "What?
Wait, what?
Big Back Jones.
Big Back Jones?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this.
Hey, I was telling, is that your cousin or something like that? That's some family, you know? Like, what's up?
It is no relation, but like I feel like we have to hear a little bit more about this. Can we bring little Con in?
Yeah, I think we could bring the
Can
man
we
in
talk about
himself.
this? Because like Big Back Jones, I feel like this is gimmick infringement and dirty.
It's crazy, bro. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring him on ourselves. He's gonna talk a little SmackDown with us, as well as explain this Big Back Jones character. It's my son, Elijah One House. What's up, boy? What you doing, boy?
Hey yo, we gotta talk. Like I need you to look at me over here. Like we have to talk because Big Back Jones, like Big Back Jones.
He's over,
Dad
bro.
who came up with it.
Huh?
He's over, bro.
It was Dad who came up with it.
Oh, how you gonna blame it on me? That's a whole lie. That's a BS.
You came up with a
That's
name.
what it is. That's what it is. Okay.
No, you said Big Back Jones. Don't play with me. And there's Cheddar.
What up,
What's
Cheddar?
Cheddar doing?
Why?
You know what?
Con, why you
ain't gonna
hating
sit up
on
here-
me?
You ain't gonna sit up here and lie on me in front of my cat. Like that's crazy work.
Bro, I was all like, I don't got a name for him. And then you're like, what if you name him Big Back Jones? And I was like,
I didn't say nothing about no Big Back Jones. I said Big Back and you added Jones. Don't play with me.
Wow.
Well,
Don't
okay.
play with me.
Let me ask you: did you add Jones because of me, or was there another reason?
It's a random name I just came up with.
That's how I came up with my name too. So I think.
All
It all
right.
works together.
If you guys don't know nothing about what my son does out there in the household, he does a lot of great things. He's just done, finished up with football. And if you are a follower of Emerge Wrestling, you know that he's the videographer over there at Emerge Wrestling. He does a good job. And they appreciate all the work that he does there as part of the Emerge production team. But also, just like all of us here at In Your House, he's an avid wrestling fan. And he wanted to come on. He wanted to talk a little SmackDown. We're definitely going to talk about it. But real quick, before we get to the SmackDown talk, because I told my son right before we went on the air, and I even let him know, like, I congratulated him, a friend of the show and Emerge Outbreak champion, No Limit Matt Diesel. We wanted to show him love, man, because he's going to be making his GCW debut this month against his trainer and mentor, Myron Reed. So that's going to be awesome. Wanted to show him that love just because, like, I've worked with him for so long and been real close to his career. GCW is somewhere that I know for a fact that he's been wanting to get to. So I'm real proud of that cat. And I told you, Zay, exactly what was going on, and you was just as excited.
Yeah.
Big news.
That is huge
that's
news.
some big stuff.
And
That's
we've
some
been
big
talking
stuff.
about GCW for a while and how it's like the ECW of this era. Like that is what we compare it to.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is huge for Matt. Huge.
Oh yeah. Big opportunity for him, as you see it right there. I wanted to put the image up real quick of him being a part of just that big event, GCW. And once again, I got it just real quick, Zay, because I want to get your thoughts on it, because you've been watching Matt Diesel for a long time in your young career. What you think about seeing him on a GCW graphic?
I think it's crazy because, like, as you said, like, I've been watching him for years, so, like, just seeing him, like, elevate to this level is kind of crazy.
It is, right? It's the magic of wrestling, man. It's the magic of being involved in wrestling and being in that vibe. Like, so I just wanted to show real quick, congratulations to our boy No Limit Matt Diesel, friend of the show. If you haven't got a chance to check out my interview with him, you can see the incredibly motivated young man that he is. So go back and check out that episode. Myself, No Limit Matt Diesel, sit down in your house and have a conversation, and you'll see why there's a lot of excitement around this young cat, Emerge Outbreak champion, making his GCW debut, just making waves in the business. Keep it going, and keep growing, and you gonna get it, bro. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to that young cat. But we got to talk a little SmackDown, because it was great to finally get back to the American shows. It was great to get out of Saudi Arabia and get away from those pre-tape shows and those hard cuts and fan, pumped in noise. It was back. It was great to get back to the, this, what we've been used to, which is great live wrestling voice.
Yeah, you're right. It was. And like you said, we're getting away from the piped in noise. I don't know if you guys peruse TikTok every once in a while, but I do. And I've seen so many TikTok creators trying to be like, oh man, this crowd is just so alive. And I'm like, dude, what is the check you are getting? Because I want a part of that. I'll lie like that. Oh yeah.
I was watching the damn crowd.
It was like watching an old Godzilla movie and trying to sync up the lips.
Yeah. Come on,
know
bro.
exactly what I'm talking about. But it was, like you said, I'm glad to be back. Where we're back on a level where the story's flowing. There's no distractions from the mishaps of the whatever you're doing.
Production.
The piping noise blew me away. At this day and age, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Kevin Dunn was back, man. That shit's wild.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Power Driver.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about that real quick. Like, we're going to talk about the bloodline stuff. We're going to dig a little bit deeper into the women's U.S. title, but I do want to highlight that real quick. I can only assume that I was OG Tony who brought that up.
I think so.
But yeah, let's talk about it.
Yes.
Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And first of all, I love what's happening with Kevin Owens and just unhinged character that we're seeing that I knew was coming. I felt it coming. This is his Drew McIntyre era. Drew McIntyre did it last year and he was the unhinged character. Now Kevin Owens is being the unhinged character. And I want to really get everybody's gauge on this just because it was really special to me. But I want to specifically ask Olajuwon here, because we all know, myself, Voice, Hype, and Grun, we know the devastation and we know the seriousness of the pile driver and why it was treated the way that it was treated as it was on SmackDown, which I thought was a absolutely brilliant touch. But I want to ask you, Olajuwon, because you're a young fan and, you watch WWE, but also you're known to watch a little AEW as well, so you're kind of mix it up and watch different things. I know there was for a while you was like, I don't understand it, like the pile driver and why it was like you had some questions about it, but from your perspective, what was it like to see that pile driver be taken so seriously and sold the way that it was? Because they really put a nice touch on it if you're somebody that is a seasoned wrestling fan.
I was kind of like, at first I was shocked because when you watch other promotions like AEW, like other stuff like that, when it's like a pile driver, it's just a transitional move and it's not taken serious, or like all them Canadian destroyers and all of that, like they're never taken as serious. So seeing something taken as seriously as like this in this predicament, it's like, I don't know, it kind of like is, I don't know, it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. But I know I liked it. Grun, you're our guy over on the SmackDown side, so you're always keeping track of what goes down on SmackDown. What do you think about this segment as well as the utilization of the pile driver?
Well, like the pile driver, when you look at history, Stone Cold Steve Austin's career was significantly shortened because of a bad pile driver.
Yes,
Whatever.
100%.
So when you have that information, and yeah, like there are a lot of there are other promotions out there that they don't understand how to utilize it in today's world, because I don't know, maybe they think they're, oh well, we can't do it better than Undertaker. Like, well, it's not about doing it better than Undertaker. It's not about it doing it better than someone else who's done it in the past. It's about making it matter today, making the fans of today care about it. Kevin Owens has been making people care about what he's been doing just by being brutal Kevin Steen. Because this is essentially what we're seeing. We're seeing Kevin Steen. We're seeing the guy who will kill people, who we will do everything in his power to end someone's career. And it's like, this is personal. Kevin Owens and Kevin Steen, they've always been business. This is personal. We've never seen Kevin Owens get personal before. Or at least not to this level.
I was exactly what I was about to say. Not at this level. Not at this level. But Voice, man, I need you in on this conversation, because me and you, we do our thing on Fridays with the ECW watch along. We're used to the brutality. We're used to moves going awkward and whatnot. What did you think about this segment? And once again, like that pile driver and how it was delivered, and even the selling from Randy Orton, which was almost like disturbing in a way.
Yeah, I can see the point of the newer generation coming into this, especially of the AEW and the indie wrestling scene. A Canadian Destroyer, I mean, when it came out and we were already witnessing the Tombstone pile driver, yeah, my mind was blown.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, the Canadian Destroyer was like, oh my God, when are they going to break somebody's neck doing this? This is what we really like. I mean, you just waited for that. But as also a fan who came up with the pile driver being a move like Justin Credible's jumping pile driver, if you've never seen it performed, it's pretty wicked. And a lot of the times you think something bad's going to happen, because like Grun said, we witnessed Stone Cold Steve Austin's career be shortened because of that. We've witnessed Draws never walk again because of a running power bomb. There's a lot of that goes on that the newer generation didn't didn't know about it. They had to go and search this stuff out, or be told by somebody who's knowledgeable of it and can be like, hey, check this match out. This was really sick. Now, the fact that Randy Orton sold it to the degree that he sold it is perfect. That's what it needs to have, that to make a shock to this generation coming up, seeing it. And then for Kevin Owens to put the personal touch on it and give it that breath again, you're going to witness this match when it happens be very violent. If we thought the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre Hell in a Cell was a little jarring and a little eye-opening, what we're about to witness is going to be beyond that, and it's going to be spectacular. Don't be shocked if you don't see an RKO off of something that is very sketchy. Shane McMahon has jumped off a Titantron multiple times just to get people's reaction, So there, I think we're getting into the world that this violence, especially going to Netflix and all that, there's going to be a little more room for everything to get more, dare I say, extreme.
Ooh, yes, most definitely. I think we're going to see a lot more Kevin Steen out of Kevin Owens moving forward, man. And that's it. And the fact that you were legit scared for Randy Roger is great. That's what we wanted. That's the reaction that was. And if it took you, then they did. That's what I'm talking about. It worked really well. It worked really well. That means they did good. But Hype, what was your thoughts, man, as you were seeing this and taking it in, bro?
Yo, so I love the presentation. Just like you guys have reiterated, it's weird in this world right now that we see a move taken seriously, and I think it's nice and refreshing, especially coming from like an indie scene, and not to fully bash, but like in the indies we've seen for a long time where it's just, hey, I can do this move So I'm
So
gonna
let
do
me
it
do it.
87. So let me do it 87 times,
Yeah.
and and make it not mean anything to
Mhm.
anyone. I seeing a younger generation embrace that, at like Little Houses, embracing that pile driver, he enjoyed it, which it looks like he embraces a lot of things, because he holds his phone like a Gen Xer, so I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Like,
He didn't understand that.
He was like, "What?"
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but it's nice to see things taken seriously, and to be taken as, hey, we can make this mean something more if we don't oversaturate it. And hopefully it's a presence that WWE continues to take, and hopefully it's a presence that like other companies and wrestlers take as well. I'm sorry to make you move your phone, bro.
yeah.
He got up, didn't he?
We were just
Yeah.
cracking on you, man. No worries.
It's fun. We're just messing with you, bro. But I do want to take it because I know there was something that he really did want to talk about and come on here. And I know we talked a little bit about it, and we gave our who would be great for it, but we didn't get his thoughts. We got to get our guest thoughts here. All right, boy. The Women's United States Championship. I know you was excited for it. It was one of the main reasons that you wanted to even come on here and talk to us. Give us your thoughts, man. The Women's U.S. title.
I think it. First of all, I think it's great for the women's division, especially on SmackDown. And I'm kind of waiting to see if Adam Pearce is going to retaliate and make the women's IC title. But
we were literally
now,
talking about that.
For now, I think that they can make this really mean something if they just build it up in a really great way, like a tournament or something, how they did the what was it, the World Heavyweight Championship. If they do it like that, and then have it finally end on a pay-per-view, I think that would be great, and it would give a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
we've
cool.
seen the women's mid-card title work, especially in NXT. The women's North American title is doing great stuff right now.
Absolutely.
So I think there's a lot of great talent that deserves it.
Is there anybody specifically that you would like to see become the first Women's United States Champion? We gave some of our thoughts, but what about you?
I personally think it's probably going to be Naomi.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Hell yeah.
I think it's going to be Naomi. But I wouldn't be mad if we saw a Chelsea Green steal it or something. Or who else? I mean, that's the two I'm gonna stick with.
Any wild card besides those two? If you would just
Ooh,
throw a wild
like
card
that.
in there.
I like that idea.
Anybody coming to mind?
Maybe
Just a
a
wild
Candice LeRae.
Oh,
Okay.
really? She is currently the speed champion.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a direction they could go in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Dude,
mad.
I'm gonna throw out Mi Chin.
Me Chin, Mia Yim, yeah.
I like that name too.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be epic. Really.
It would be sweet. That would be sweet. I like it. No, there's a lot of and it's it's like Elijah Wan was saying, man. It's like the boy was saying. This is great for women's wrestling altogether. It gives them more things to do, gives them more things to fight for. The division is now big enough. It's now big enough to house, and it's like myself and Annie O'Neill talk about every Wednesday. The women's tag team championship scene has really started to heat up. From a division that was, the titles were cursed and the division had no direction. Now the women's tag team championships are featured prominently on a weekly basis with a lot of legitimate contenders. It's great to see, and I think that this is a great time to bring a women's United States championship in and just catch that vibe. So yeah, I dig it. I'm loving where the women's division is going as a whole. And so that's really great. a good move. But like I talked a little bit about the women's tag team division. I want to pivot just a little bit to the men's tag team division for a couple of reasons. And one of the main reasons really is because I want to talk about what's going on with DIY. Because if you guys watch SmackDown, you kind of know what's going on. Tommaso Ciampa was showing shades of like, hey, I'm kind of tired of this tag team business. I'm going to show my Black Heart way. And I think that we could definitely be moving towards that. It seems like he's just ready to kind of do things on his own. He wouldn't tag in Johnny Gargano. He finished off Pretty Deadly just like seamlessly by himself. Grun, what did you think, man? What do you think our direction is with DIY and specifically Tommaso Ciampa?
Well, so Tommaso Ciampa was trying to explain to Johnny Gargano backstage that they need to be killers. They need to, because they were tag team champions, and Motor City Machine Guns, like, yes, Johnny has that personal relationship and that history with Alex Shelley, but Tommaso, I think he respects that, but at the same time, he's trying to tell Johnny, this is business. This isn't about like, oh, he's your buddy. It's like, your buddy cut our paychecks in half. Your buddy took the titles off us. Like, that's cool that they're great, that they're here, but Tommaso wants Johnny Gargano to get mean, to get angry, to get vicious. I think we've seen the split. I think we see the split. It's Johnny that turns on Tommaso, but I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see something that we haven't seen. A heel DIY.
Yes. Yeah. Give me some Black Heart and Johnny No Heart, bro.
Johnny No Heart. I like it.
Johnny No Heart. Okay. I was kind of thinking more towards we revert Tommaso Ciampa back to that Black Heart where he was obsessed with gold, obsessed with championships. But man, a heel DIY, that could be interesting.
You get the Black Heart, you get No Heart.
Black Heart, No Heart. I think that division could call for a heel tag team. Pretty Deadly is kind of not looked at as seriously. You know, the Bloodline is tied up in the Bloodline business. You know, on the top there, you have the Motor City Machine Guns. You still have the Street Profits who's been showing signs that they might be turning too. I think they have a tag team title opportunity coming up around the corner. And now this Voice, what are you thinking, man? What are you thinking about the current state of the tag team division on SmackDown? And what do you think about everything that you saw with DIY?
Well, DIY makes me miss FTR.
Oh,
they'll be back eventually.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for quite a while. I don't get this tag team. I mean, I understand it like in the actual sense, but like for me, it doesn't hit. I prefer to see them split. I think the tag team division could do just as good, if not better, without DIY as a tag team. I mean, they're really not hurting in any spots. And yeah, with the angle they're playing, if they do a heel DIY, I'd be interested in seeing that. That would pique my interest. But if they don't, I mean, I don't mean to be the sour grape in this one, but like these guys don't do anything for me. Street Profits, I can't wait to see what they're doing next, because I think that's where the next titles are going. The waste that those titles will be around will be the Street Profits within a few PLEs coming up. I could see that, and that's kind of where I want it to go. But, you know, like I said, it makes me miss FTR. They could have been doing some really awesome things with a lot of the tag teams that are out right now.
If they would have just hung tight until Triple H took things over. Now they're all tied up into AEW, and they were having stellar, amazing, incredible matches on NXT with like American Alpha and other tag team, like great stuff, man. But what do you think, Elijah Wan? What do you think? We'll ask Cheddar too and get his thoughts. But But what do you think about DIY and what's going on with Tommaso Ciampa? Do you think we get Blackheart back? Do you think we get heel DIY? What do you think is the direction? Because there's obviously something happening with Tommaso Ciampa. They made that perfectly clear on SmackDown.
I think Tommaso Ciampa, I don't know, because DIY is at a weird place right now because, like, they're kind of just like, I mean, they're a weird tag team because, like, they're friends, but then 2 weeks later, they're not friends, and then it just, like, kind of gets, like, boring. I mean, I feel like DIY was really good when they had the tag team, like, when they had the tag team titles and won it, and then they lost it to the Bloodline, and now they're kind of, I mean, well, just a few weeks ago, they looked good in that, because they were starting a rivalry with Street Profits, and I think that's still going to go on. But now, after that match with Pretty Deadly, I don't know where it stands, because, and by the way, they just completely killed Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, it's tough. Pretty Deadly is in a tough spot right now where they just don't have like much of a direction. At first, they were being like the errand boys for Nia Jax, and now they're not doing that anymore. And I don't know, but like, Hype, where are you at, man? Where are you at with this whole Tommaso Ciampa thing? Because it's an interesting realm that's really sparked a good conversation.
Yeah, actually, so before like Grun brought up the idea of them both being heel tag team, which I'm all for and behind. I'm not gonna lie, DIY wasn't really doing much for me. I didn't love their tag team reign because I didn't feel like it added a whole lot to the division at the time. But I could get behind them going heel. I could get behind them. I think I talked myself into the whole Johnny No Heart thing. So
that was great. That was great.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. It is interesting to see what the Street Profits are going to do or doing, because we just saw in the last couple of weeks where they were publicly not happy and
airing out frustrations.
Which I called it out here. I think that part is a work. It's a little work, which is okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. But if it gives them more of an edge, hell yeah, bro. The men's tag team division it's doing things right, but I don't know where it's at yet. And only time will tell. Obviously, like you guys said, the Bloodline, they're a little bit preoccupied. I still do like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Although I mean, we've been talking for a while how they're supposed to be separating at some point. Looking at probably a face Theory, right? In this aspect. So, but if they stayed a team, I still rock with them. I still like what they do together. They're a good heel tag team. But if they are trying to create more heel tag teams right now, I'm not against it. But we have to make some compelling faces, and I don't know who the most compelling face tag team is in WWE right now.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting question. And I almost forgot who the tag team champions were over on Raw. I know now it's the Judgment Day, but like,
they don't defend.
Yeah, they don't defend.
No.
Like all I'm saying is because me and Annie are going to talk about it, and we talked about it on last week's episode, and we're going to follow up on this week's episode of the Raw Deal. I think the fall off of Finn Balor needs to be studied because bro fell the fuck off. Like I don't even think about him when I think of Monday Night Raw at all.
I don't think he's fallen off, but I think we're to a point. Either we need a brand, we need some refreshings on the brands.
Oh, hell yeah, they need some refreshings.
3 hours.
Or we need to get rid of the brand split.
Something, because like this is, and you guys know, listen, I'm not just sitting over here saying or hating on Finn or just saying that. I'm the man who was saying you need to pay attention to everything Finn Balor is doing. You need to pay attention because something big is about to happen, blah, blah, blah. He had his one match with Damian Priest, and yeah, he's a tag team champion. That doesn't need to be ignored, but he is not the talk of Monday Night Raw in any realm or any situation.
Monday Night Raw is so heavy, though. It's so freaking
That's
heavy.
why
It
it
is.
needs 3
Yeah.
hours.
CM Punk or Drew McIntyre or now Seth Rollins back in an emerging Bronson Reed. You have the Judgment Day in there in scenarios. And
Voice got a point.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying
he's got a point.
you need the 3 hours because look, it would be like if we like this year's Super Bowl, they go, hey guys, just so you know, these are the 2 teams going in, and we're taking a quarter away because it's too long. Why would
I'm not
you
mad
do
at
that?
that. Let's make this
That's good logic.
Monday
That's
Night
legit
Raw
logic.
was your baby. That's your staple. That's where all the big boys play. You go there to watch the biggest show that you can put on. SmackDown was a gift to The Rock. It was his show. He made it what it was. It gained traction. Why would you do it that way? I love that, Roger. Yes, Balor should go to NXT and make a run. If he does that, you get more excitement. But
again, go back again.
He might need to, bro.
Are you guys
go there and stay there?
Are you guys gonna make me agree with Jones on this one?
Yes.
Are you guys going?
Hey, come drink I got some Kool-Aid for you, Grin.
What you got, Grin?
I like so yeah. The Balor stuff, like I think what is happening, I think the long game plan is Priest Balor at Mania. I'm starting to think that's the plan. That's where their feud officially ends. But yeah, like Finn, like something needs to happen with him. Something needs to be done.
Point. Yeah.
Done. And I think it is going. I think between now and Mania, we're gonna start seeing more pieces put in place where Judgment Day breaks up.
And then Finn would be the one that's out, right? He's the next one on the out skis.
I can see that, and then you have Dom and JD who are like not really sure how to feel because Liv is taking control, saying she runs Judgment Day, and they're like, well, but really you started all this, and Finn was our boy.
It's all right, Zay. Let's talk about it because we've already started talking about it. Finn Balor, what's going on? Like, I champion Finn all the time. I'm a huge Finn fan. This is not me hating on Finn. This is me like, why is Finn Balor not on my TV? And when he is on my TV, why do I not care? Where are you at? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't love him as a tag team champion. I get the whole like him being like the mentor to JD McDonough, and that's cool and all, but like when I think of Finn Balor, I don't think of a tag team champion. I think of a world champion, or at least, at very least, a mid-card champion.
Yeah.
That's a great
So,
point.
and he's making
That's fair.
He's well, I don't know if he's really like if he's still in a rivalry with Priest, but like he was just he was in a rivalry with the main eventer, and he was literally the tag team champion still. And yeah, that's great, but they never defend. Like, even if you're like gonna be a tag team champion, like you could be a good tag team champion. And I think moving Raw to 2 hours like kind of takes away any opportunities for the tag team champions to defend it while having all those other segments.
Yes.
So are you are you in favor of bringing the 3 hours back then?
Yes, very much in favor of that.
See,
I figured.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
See, hey, I'm honestly, I'm coming around too. Like, I don't like the fact that there's weeks off where I'm not seeing Damian Priest, or I don't see Finn Balor, or I haven't seen Drew McIntyre since Bad Blood. And
So
and
why
it's
would
just
I
been,
tune in?
yeah,
If I'm not
like
seeing the biggest guys out there or the biggest women stars, why am I tuning in? So I can see Dominic Mysterio, see which lady wants to talk about him. Like, what the hell, dude? Like,
Dominic Mysterio is the new women's world championship, bro. Like he
yeah,
is a
he
title,
is.
bro.
If you get that title, you get Dominic. That's what it is.
Like we talk about the Ula Fall and how it's the most important championship. Well, I think we need to start talking about Dom Mysterio being the most important championship in the women's division.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna
Why-
jump on Naya's back on this one. Dom, you look greasy. Leave it alone.
Strong back.
She doesn't like you. She doesn't want anything to do with you. So just stay your ass away.
What? Like, this is telling guys now, hey, I gotta be like a dirty Dominic Mysterio,
Yeah.
not to get a sewer rat like Liv Morgan, but
Ugh,
to
Again with
get
the
a
sewer rat.
princess like Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, do I
Okay,
get
yeah.
Dom too?
Like, are you
I was like,
serious?
really?
Do you
I
want
loved
to?
it. I loved the line. I loved it.
Yeah.
I like what Rogers is chiming in here.
Dom
Dom
and
and
Tendies.
Tendies are the real prize.
You're
Dom
not
and
wrong.
Tendies, bro.
No, I've been advocating for Dom for a long time now.
Oh,
Look,
I love
Oh, we know.
he went from kidnappee to like everybody's. Like, I mean, you know what?
He's a
now I
trauma
understand why
spreader, bro.
Rhea
He's just
kidnapped her.
trauma.
I understand why Rhea kidnapped. Because everybody else is now too. Tiffany Stratton's on this train. She's like, hey, I bet having Dom like with your championship, it's just that much more, bro. Just that much more.
It's like +5 prestige, bro.
Yeah.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Zay, what you think about Dirty Dominic Mysterio?
I think honestly he should have been the one to beat Jey Uso, but
You're not wrong.
Dang.
Whoa.
You're not wrong.
Dang.
like I don't know. I
You
just
was
feel like-
talking about Dom Mysterio being IC champion for a while.
because like, bro, I feel like taking the title off of Braun Breaker to give Jey Uso his moment and then put it right back on him is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna do that, at least just give it to somebody else, honestly, because Braun
it
Breaker,
made
he's
sense
at
for the story.
yeah,
It made
did
sense
make sense
for the
for the story.
bloodline story because they lost the tag titles, or yeah.
He made them lose the tag titles after he made them lose the IC title. But I think if I'm correct here, your mindset, Zay, is like if they would have took the title off of Jey Uso to put it on Dominic Mysterio, he was already big time over as a heel. If you would take the title off of like the biggest babyface on Monday Night Raw, it would make him a bigger heel.
exactly.
I like that.
And I think Braun Breaker, he's at a point already where he doesn't really need the IC title, but I mean, I guess it's cool for him to have for him to be a 2-time IC champion.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. I think the thing is Dominic, they're trying to figure out what they want to do with Dominic now, because like this whole time he's been just like a side piece in the women's division, but like he hasn't done anything and they put him in that fatal 4-way to at least give him an opportunity to fight for the world championship. But like he's definitely somebody who could be in the IC title conversation at some point. And like I think he'd be a great mid-card champion, especially with the heat that he generates. So yeah, most definitely Dom Mysterio. And now you got Gotham over here, the RVW champion. He looks traumatized, bro. Put it back on him. Are you holding him ransom?
No,
You
I'm
were
actually
holding
not.
that man ransom.
No, he was asking for butt pads, and I didn't want to give him that.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's talk about let's continue to talk about the Bloodline storyline, because this storyline is just moving in such a way, and Roman is really fighting right now with his ego, man. This is killing him, having to deal with Jay. Then Sammy comes out and he asks for an apology, but not for himself, for Jay. And Roman just can't see himself doing it, like this has been an interesting storyline for sure, as it has been for like the last 4 years. Zay, this is probably like the biggest storyline in your young life as a wrestling fan. I know that myself and the fellas here, this is a huge storyline, not taking anything away from that, but we've lived and watched through so many storylines over the years that have been huge and big, and not saying one way or the other it rivals this or anything like that, but we've just seen some of the biggest stories and been taken on these big emotional roller coasters. This is like your first big, huge, wrestling storyline that's lasted for a long time. What are you thinking about it so far?
At first, when they did the whole like Jay coming back with Jimmy, I was like, they rushed it. They didn't need to do it so soon. But seeing how they're like kind of building it to Survivor Series in such little time, I guess I didn't like realize how time we didn't have from Crown Jewel to Survivor Series, and that like the way that they're doing it is kind of perfect. Like they're throwing hints at Sami Zayn at Crown Jewel, and then he Luva kicked Roman, so then that caused tension. So then Jimmy was mad at Sami, and then they talked on Raw, and then they went all the way to SmackDown. And I just gotta say, the how they're doing it with going to Raw and SmackDown, I think it's brilliant. And I think it just kind of, I think it kind of takes away from Raw for more time, but I think it's fine for now.
Yeah, interesting take. I like it. It's a good storyline, and they're definitely continuing this. We knew we were going to get War Games. War Games is going to be big. As you guys already know, all of us will be there for the house party, but
the biggest part of that, it's 5-on-5 confirmed.
Yes, it is 5-on-5 confirmed. Yeah, let's talk about it for sure.
Yeah. That is the biggest part of that, because that we had speculation on that. What is it going to be? Is it looking like it's going to be 4v4? Because that's what it was looking like. But we definitely get 5-on-5. So not only do we have Roman, Sammy, Jimmy, and Jay, we are going to get a fifth OG Bloodline member, new OG Bloodline member. I don't know if they're throwing Paul Heyman in there or what they're gonna do, but like now we can finally speculate. All right, it's about to be Hikuleo. Is it about to be Zilla? Right, which probably not.
Or is it going to be Lance and Hawaii, who just signed with the company?
Just signed, yes.
Interesting stuff. It's going to be, there's a lot of buzz around this War Games match now that it's confirmed to be 5-on-5, and it's going to be great because we're going to be there to talk about it with you guys out there in the household live at our first ever live podcast. That's going to be great. So most definitely come and check us out. Have fun with that. That's going to be great. Like I said, myself, the family, me, the boy, and our family, we're going to get some goodies for y'all. We're going to get right after this podcast. We're hooking it up. We're getting right on the road, and we're getting some good goodies for y'all. But I got to throw it to my boy, the voice, Josh Joseph. Bloodline storyline, everything that happened. Sammy ends up kicking Solo in the face. Solo's playing some mind games here because he's making it seem like Sammy's on his side, but this is wild right now, man. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking this. 3 of us in this are dads. When you're a dad, what do you want the best for your kids? You want them to be better than you, no matter what. Yes, do we have the competition with them? Of course we do. We don't want to lose a Monopoly. We don't want to lose in a pickup game of basketball. But in life, we want you to win. So that's what Roman did when he had this young family of these bloodline members. The Usos, even when he brought in Sammy. And they all became bigger. Once it all dissolved and he went on his break, they became bigger. So now that you're coming back, you got to check your ego. You got to change up lanes, and you got to work as a family unit because you're getting into War Games. You don't even know the 5th member that's coming from the other side also. Because the last time we got a member, it was Jacob Fatu, and I don't know if anybody realizes this, but the dude wrestled with a broken leg for a while. The leg was broke, and he's just out there doing shit, and he's doing it at an insane level. Which there's a lot of noise where he's going to be the leader of this new age bloodline coming up. It's a possibility. So then where does that put Solo? You know, there's a lot of moving parts. I love where they're going. I think right now, whatever fifth member comes in is going to be the one that calms the waves and that makes this family unite against this other bloodline. So I'm looking forward to what happens on Monday. But again, like we keep going back to, this is why you need 3 hours, because like Little House said, there is a chance it is taking away from other stories that could be pushed. Well, if you have 3 hours, we had all of that. We were at Old Country Buffet. We were getting all the stuff. Everybody got a piece of steak.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. You know, like we talked about months ago, I'm on this roller coaster. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, most definitely. Grun, talk to me, man. The Bloodline storyline. You're our SmackDown guy. You're following everything that's going on SmackDown, every little bit. Where are you at right now with the current state of the Bloodline storyline? I'll also ask you, what inning are we in at this point?
That is a good question. I think at this point we are. Oh man! Now WrestleMania, I believe Paul Heyman said that they're in the third inning, the bottom of the third or something. So I think by this point, I think we are probably bottom of the fourth inning.
Okay,
maybe top of
all right, man.
Maybe fifth inning.
Yeah, maybe fifth.
Like this is a long game, because if 4 years took us to get to the third inning, holy shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm with you.
But now I was definitely buying into the Sami Zayn was gonna go with Solo. I was buying into it, and then I was thrilled to see that Sami did not choose to go with Solo. Sami chose to go with Roman, chose to go with Jimmy, chose to go with Jay.
It's a good question.
Fifth member, not for Roman, not the wait.
For The Rock to be the fifth member in Roman.
So he's basically asking, in what world is the fifth member for Roman, at least on Roman's side, not The Rock? So I think
in this world, in this world,
we don't know what 1, 2, 3
not
means.
aligned with Roman.
We don't know what 1, 2, 3 cut slice neck means.
No,
like,
fine. We don't know, but it's like I'm sorry, Solo saying to Jacob Fatu, it's all part of the plan. Like, I'm sorry, how is that not part of The Rock? How is The Rock not part of that? Is Cody's being pushed into the shadows by the bloodline? I don't think so, because Cody has, I would say Cody has no loyalty to Roman or Solo. So why would he? So I don't think he's. I think the final member of Solo's team will be The Rock, and I think the fifth member will be presented by Paul Heyman. So it could be. I don't think it's gonna be Lance, because I don't think he's gotten enough attention for it to mean anything.
But you put Paul Heyman with him, that gives him that instant attention.
I mean, you got that right. Hikuleo, I think makes some sense. I think Zilla is the one that is interesting, because he's been in the news, and it's because he's has an attitude problem. He's got a big chip on his shoulder. However, I think that could be a reason to maybe let the bloodline win. And then Zilla, he's talking a lot of smack next week on SmackDown. Roman comes to him and says, listen, you're going to NXT. Zill's like, why? Why am I going to NXT? Because you need to get in line.
I like that.
Have him team with Hikuleo. Hikuleo understands his position, knows where he's at in the food chain,
Yeah.
and understands the process of rising through the food chain. He have Paul start appearing on NXT more often, then potentially having Paul Heyman work with more NXT guys. Like,
Ooh, yes. Let's go. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's have Paul Heyman working with NXT guys for sure. I think that's OG Tony. I think it's 5 versus 5. I think it's 5v5 now. We were kind of talking about a little bit earlier. But, man, I got to ask this because we got to slide out of here, call this a really great episode. I got to go and get some goodies for this awesome house party. Interesting question about Cody being pushed into the shadows by the bloodline. Where I don't necessarily believe he's being pushed into the shadows by the bloodline, I do want to offer this up. Who is the next contender for the WWE Undisputed Champion? Who is it? Anybody know?
It's gonna end up being Randy, right?
Owens.
Maybe
it's Keith Sweat. Nobody. So that's exactly what we got to be talking about. Is like, yes, we can say, is Cody's run being pushed into the shadows of the bloodline? Cody's run is at a crucial juncture right now because it's like, yeah, he came off of a big win against Gunther at Crown Jewel for a meaningless title. But now it's like, now we've got to put him back in title matches that mean something again. We know Damian Priest is right around the corner for Gunther once again. But what about Cody Rhodes? That's the question. And I think that's where we need to be at in terms of, where's Cody at in terms of the bloodline? Let's centralize Cody real quick and talk about it. And I'll go around the room here and ask, who needs to be the next contender for Cody Rhodes Championship, for Cody to come out of what some people assume to be the shadows? He needs a great next opponent. Voice, who is it?
That's the question of the hour. And honestly, if I'm playing in my world and I can write it, I bring The Rock into a guise of this. I bring him out like he's going to be one of the 5th members, and then he just lets it be known, no, I'm here to challenge Cody because I'm sick and tired of this. That gets Survivor Series even more hyped up. And then that also allows for Cody to challenge The Rock later on, because we all see it on the writing on the wall. There's at least probably 2 more matches that The Rock's going to do. I mean, I'm just throwing out some numbers because that's what I feel. I feel he's got probably 2 more matches inside the storytelling of this bloodline before they can officially move on from The Rock's input into the bloodline and what it's going to. And I think that's a Survivor Series. And then if you're going to keep this title on Cody Rhodes, we have another WrestleMania. He loses it that following night on Raw.
What if they do The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series? Rock beats Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series, wins the title. Rock carries the championship through WrestleMania, and that's where Cody gets his rematch, where at WrestleMania, Cody will regain the championship by beating The Rock in Las Vegas.
That's a way to pop. Because where was the first moment that Cody kind of spit in WWE's face when he went to AEW? Weren't they in Vegas at All In?
It might have been. I think it was Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing. So Double or Nothing was what they were doing in Vegas. I'm not sure if that's.
Are you talking about the breaking the throne shit?
Was that his first moment when he spit in their face?
Yeah, that was.
I'm pretty sure that was Double or Nothing.
But
I thought that was All In. I think that was one of the very first All Ins, or All Out, or whatever.
It may have been All Out. That it could have been All Out.
I thought it was.
I'm gonna look it up.
The Vegas. I thought the venue was in Vegas where they did it.
You may be right.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm looking at it.
If it was Vegas, that was definitely Double or Nothing.
We got the poster.
It was
right.
It was Cody destroys Cody destroys the throne in Las Vegas. Double or nothing.
Okay, so going off of what you're saying, House, what a bigger way to bitch slap Tony Khan without bitch slapping Tony Khan by making Cody Rhodes the champion of WWE back at Vegas, taking it off Rock, who built up the WWE in the 90s and early 2000s. To me, that is just a business backhanded slap just to your competitor, and I would enjoy it. I would enjoy what you painted, so I'm signing up for that one.
The petty is heavy.
The petty is heavy. The petty is heavy.
Not.
All right, Grun. What about you? Who's your next opponent for Cody Rhodes in your world?
In my world, it's Kevin Owens. With Randy Orton seemingly out of the picture for a while, that rivalry will probably pick up, probably for a lead up to WrestleMania, where they'll ultimately end that rivalry. So I think Kevin Owens is the one that makes the most sense to have Cody have Kevin face Cody Rhodes now while Randy is recovering. That has the reason why Cody is going to be pushing Nick Aldis to allow this championship match to happen.
Okay, I like it. I like the idea of I like the idea a lot of KO. Voice. I'm sorry, not Voice. We already got your opinion. Hype. What you got, man? Because I know we got to let you slide here in a minute. But who do you got, man? Who realistically do you think could be the next opponent for Cody that will help this title reign pop?
I like the idea of The Rock. There's no one offhand SmackDown roster that I can think of that will be like, hey, that's it, right? So it either has to be The Rock in a big name, or it has to be a surprise. And maybe it's a Brock Lesnar returning, and but I doubt that one still. I think that they hold that for a while. But man, honestly, I don't know. I don't have anybody offhand that will be like, that'll make me respect Cody's title run a little bit more. Short of Triple H coming out and being like, hey, fuck you, Cody.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. Obviously we know that's not going to happen, but I don't hate that.
His eyes right now. You all right, Lil Zay? Yeah.
That would be perfect.
All right, Zay, what about you, man? Do you got any ideas? And I know we've said The Rock and whatnot. KO was thrown out there, and like if that's your thoughts, then that's your thoughts. But who do you got? Who do you think is going to realistically help this title reign pop for Cody?
So I think that Cody's gonna be the 5th member of Roman's team, and Rock's gonna be the 5th member of Solo's team. So I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna see some altercation between them. Either Cody pins Rock or Rock pins Cody again, and we're gonna be at Royal Rumble. No. We're gonna be at Saturday main event, right? Saturday night
main event. Yeah, that's on December 14th. Yeah.
I think we're gonna see Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu for the title, and he's gonna retain. And I think that's how you make his reign be respectable again, by beating this dude who's literally been a force of nature. He literally won the tag team titles basically all by himself.
I love the idea of Jacob. The only reason I don't throw his name in there is because we don't know what's going on with the bloodline. Right. We don't know what inning. We don't know who's available at any point. Even if Jacob got a title shot, Solo could be like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna need you to pass that up because my main guy can't be doing that."
Yeah, he's like, you're the enforcer. I can have you. I could almost see a reality where Jacob would even have Cody almost dead to rights, and Solo gets on the apron and is like, nah, bro, we're not doing that. Nah,
right.
You're the enforcer.
I love you, Solo. I love you.
Yep. I love you. I love you, Solo.
I love you so much.
Crazy shit. I love it. I want somebody to love me as much as Jacob Fatu loves Solo Sikoa. Crazy work, but okay. I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench into everything, just for the hell of it, just because fuck it, why not? I know everybody's been saying The Rock, and that makes sense. I love the idea of Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes at Saturday Night Main Event
Yeah,
on December
that was a
14th.
good call.
That's a great one. Kevin Owens is a great but what if I'm just throwing the monkey wrench in here saying fuck the system. Cody Rhodes versus a returning Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes back for the Undisputed Championship.
I like it. I
Fuck
like it.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
why
I don't
not?
hate
What
it.
else? What's he gonna do what else is he gonna do when he comes back? I'm sure he'll find something great, but he's gonna want to be right back in that title picture. So like,
I don't hate it. There'll still be B story though.
It makes perfect sense. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, but it'll pop for guys like us. So
For sure,
I'm
because
worried
Drew
about guys
McIntyre is
like
a killer,
us.
bro.
Yeah, and I mean, we just witnessed Nunzio on NXT going up for a title.
Yes.
So why can't we just do that? I like that idea.
I like that idea, but I feel like as we've talked about this more and more, I think the only correct answer, if it's not The Rock, is it CM Punk.
Ooh, yeah, Punk. I'm glad we brought that in there because that could be great too. Punk and Cody Rhodes would be awesome. So yeah, I don't hate that at all. Good stuff. And that good stuff. This was a great episode. Like, this was another great one here, another great Sunday. And we had a great guest here who's doing jumping jacks, I believe. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
What is he doing?
But he's doing his thing over there. But we got to slide out here, call this an episode. We got to let our guy here, Hypocrisy Jones, just go and do his thing. He's got to get with his other team there with the Kokomo Press. And of course, you can catch everything that they're doing. And I'm sure they're going to collaborate on this meeting to talk about something with the house party, something affiliated.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that's coming up. But I'm going to throw it over to him right now. Go ahead and plug anything that you want to plug, man, so we can get you out of here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I got to plug the house party, bro. November 30th, Outhouse Records, 1090 Sycamore Street in Kokomo, Indiana, right there on Geek Street, bro. We're going to be having a house party, and it's going to be the biggest house party we have ever had. As far as this network, this channel goes, because it's all ours, bro. We're gonna have live music, a live podcast, independent wrestlers, wrestling contest or costume contest, wrestling games. We have over $1,000 in prizes to raffle off, and like me saying that is literally an understatement. A little bit earlier, we announced one of our big prizes, which is going to be a signed Kurt Angle Funko Pop, bro. Come through, come party with us. It's $5. $5 gets you in, gets you a raffle, and you'll have opportunity to get some more raffles later on throughout the night and things like that. But bro, $5. We're gonna have a wrestling themed party. After the party, we may go and watch Survivor Series at an undisclosed location. In order to know where that is, you gotta come. Right. Yeah. So come check us out, bro. That's gonna be fun. Today, I'm about to go film an episode of the Kokomo Press with my homies over there. Today is going to be we're going to have a big guest because we have none other than the writer, producer, star of the newly anticipated independent film here in the Midwest, Marawambies, bro. We are going to have the one, the only Brian Foster in the studio with his co-star Carrie Owens, bro. So it's about to be a big episode, and you guys can catch that tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp on the YouTubes. It's the Kokomo Press on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Facebook and check out our community-based satire, bro, because we be cutting up, we be having a good time, and we built a community, bro. Love it.
Most definitely. I call them the notorious Kokomo Press, and that's exactly what you're gonna get, man. We appreciate all that you're doing here. We'll let you go so you can go do your thing, bro, and get that rocking. And with that being said, I'm gonna throw it over here to Grunmeister, man, and give him a chance to plug anything that he wants to plug.
Well, you can catch me on twitch.tv/Grunmeister on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturday nights. Nights where most nights I'm just gaming, except for Friday nights, unless specified otherwise, we are talking about SmackDown from the previous week and talking about SmackDown that night.
Ooh, yes, and we love it. All the work that you do there talking SmackDown. My cat Gotham is here. He'll probably plug something here in a second. But before we get there, I'm going to throw it to my man, the voice, Josh Joseph. You know everything that he does, and he's most definitely going to tell you what he does. Go ahead, voice. Let him know.
All right, household, listen up. Here we go. Where can you find the voice and all he's talking about? Well, you can find me on Mondays with the blue-eyed villain himself and the Chaos Goblin, Kevin Calloway, where we talk Raw. It is the Monday Night Raw preview show where we talk two subjects that are just thrown out there. It's a general talk, and then my co-hosts, they get their each subject and they take over, and it's a great discussion. The traction in that live chat has been booming lately, so we want to get that even bigger. We want to hear what you have to say, and then you can come out and catch me where me and House, we go extreme. It is the Friday night ECW watch along where we go back in time and hit up 1997, and we follow the storyline of ECW Hardcore TV, in which has been fantastic. The downloads have been epic. The storyline has been epic. We're witnessing the birth of Just Incredible. And this, like, everybody, please join us. This is a fun time. Me and House, we really have a fun time.
Yes.
This past episode was great. We had Jones on. Come check us out. And then you can, now in 2 weeks, I heard what you guys said last night. We will be starting up the Window Lickers conspiracy episodes again.
Yes, let's do it.
Saturday nights, me and Viking Storm in 2 weeks are going to start talking conspiracy theories. So throw them out there. Let us know what you want to talk about. There will probably be talks of wrestling here and there just because we're fans of it. But the main central, the meat and potatoes of this one is the conspiracy theory. So come join me. You can always catch me doing what I do on a Sunday house party here with, well, the In Your House crew.
And we have a great time. Most definitely love these guys and all the work that we do together. But I got to give our great guest an opportunity. He came on, chatted with us, talked some SmackDown. Give him a chance to plug anything before we get out of here, because we know what we're going to do right after this, and that's go get some goodies for the house party. But what do you got? Anything that you want to plug, man? Whoa, are you there? You are muted. You're muted, sir.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
There you are.
Okay. Sorry, my AirPods died. You can find me on Apple Music and Spotify. Literally any listening or streaming platforms. And I'm on Instagram. Elijah1E, just with the NY at the end. Go follow it. Yeah, that's about it.
When are we getting the E-Fed back?
What'd you say?
RVW.
Yeah, when are we getting the
yeah,
E-Fed?
We might have to just go back to the old, because you got like a whole bunch of characters that you got to get. We might have to just go back to the old 2K and just do it, man, because all your characters are there.
No, it's okay. I'll just do it all myself. I'll just
make them. Oh, you're just gonna make them all over again?
Yeah, wow. I mean, the only one I have to make is Cheddar right now, so I'm chilling.
Okay.
Dude, I missed Cheddar.
Yeah, he was killing it, bro.
He was.
He was, man. Gotham was great. I would like to see Big Back Jones in the mix for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, Big Back Jones is a vibe. I love it. Guys, this episode was a vibe. It was a great time with my buddies here at In Your House. We have a great time. I always enjoyed every single Sunday because Sunday is about fun. But during the week, you know all those great episodes we give you. And it's that work because it's HOWSC. And that W stands for work. So for Elijah House, for the Grundmeister, for the voice, Josh Joseph, for Hypocrisy Jones, for Divinely Designed Annie O'Neill, for the Chaos Goblin, Kevin Calloway, for the world's most dangerous podcaster, Paragon, I am Alakan, the Concept House, here to remind you, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Whoa.